Well, this has been really longly awaited for. It is coming in through from Rokan David onto the Rokani Media Football, and we are discussing something known as the combined 11, Arsenal versus Liverpool. The game is on today, and how many hours from the time of upload? 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 5 hours from the time of upload. That's when this game of football is really gonna be going down at the Emirates. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's a Sunday and very many Premier League games of football really taking place. And late in the night, I came up with the match reaction of Real Madrid, obviously taking on the side of Real Madrid taking on the side of Barcelona, and they lost by 4-0. Oh, Barcelona really went ahead, obviously annihilate the side of Real Madrid. Now, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops, and if at all you need any of those, call them on +256 70 9988 665. Now, even if you don't have money to buy a brand new gadget, there is a chance for you to get a used phone and a used laptop from Mono Gadgets, and they import all these gadgets from the United Kingdom. So feel free to call them on +256 70 9988 665, and I tell you what, the rest is really gonna be history. They are the people that you have to obviously look at when it comes obviously getting in the gadgets in your area. Now, let's get into the probable starting 11. No, it's the combined 11, right? And the system is 4-3-3. And we are going to see how many players are really going to make it from each team in my combined 11. I know some people are like, Rokani, we are waiting for the combined 11. Now, Alisson Becker is out. And remember, we don't consider injured players into this, because we are talking of players who are here and they are ready to play today. Now, when you look at Kahela, is it Kahela, the goalkeeper of Liverpool, versus David Raya. Guys, I think if you come out and obviously not give David Raya a spot into this game, into this team, then football is not meant for you. I believe David Raya is one of the best goalkeepers in the league. David Raya, Alisson Becker, now Andre Onana from Manchester United is really looking great, and we are waiting to see how everything really pans out. So, David Raya is obviously going to be coming in through to put in a shift, to see to it that everything really moves on as planned. So David Raya, for you, obviously in goal in the combined 11. You go to the right back, Liverpool have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Benjamin White plays for Arsenal. And those are the two that are really tussling it out for the combined 11. Now, at the look of things, you have to look at Trent Alexander-Arnold. Very good offensively. Defensively, he's suspect. You get? Now, when we go to this other side of Benjamin White, he balances the two very well. And this is where I come up and really say, people might argue all what, but I believe Trent, for me, doesn't serve the two purposes of a right back. And I will go with Benjamin White, a player who serves the purposes of a right back perfectly. And that's why I've gone for him as the right back in my combined 11. Left back, obviously, Arsenal don't have Ricardo Carafiori. They're only having Zinchenko and Jakub Kivio. Now, I think none of those can come or even lace the boots of this guy, Robertson of Liverpool. Let's all admit, Robertson, I think, has been one of the left backs in the Premier League for a very long period of time. And one thing I like about him is consistency. Though, in his late years at Liverpool, he is now an injury-prone player. He has getting shoulder injuries, knee injuries. But it's all about, I think, the too much football that he has gone ahead to play under Jurgen Klopp. And it was always a game of high intensity, but I really credit him to an extent that even right now he can come up and obviously keep putting in the shift. So for me, I go with Robertson onto the left back. Right-sided centre back, Saliba is suspended, and I think we're talking about players who are really ready to play. So I think no one comes next to Virgil van Dijk, right? I think Virgil van Dijk is really one of the best right-sided centre-backs in the Premier League for some time, and no one comes to him. Left-sided centre-back, no argument about this. There is no way Konate goes ahead of Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes has impressed, for the previous 2 seasons. Even this season, he's really looking elite, and he has a chance to obviously prove himself that it's not Saliba that makes him good in a game where he's really going to be playing today. So he has all what it takes to prove himself, and that is my combined back five for the team. Arsenal having 2 players, right? Arsenal having 3 players, and Liverpool is having only 2. We go to the midfield. Now, we go to the CDM. This is where Arsenal will get us Thomas Partey, and Liverpool will bring us Ryan Gravenberch. And Partey is a very good player, and for this season, he has tried to be consistent. He hasn't gone ahead to miss out on any Arsenal game because of injury. You get, he has played all the 8 Premier League games. He has played all the 3 Champions League games, taking his tally to 11. You get, and he has been readily available, and he has been playing that CDM for some good time, and he's really highly rated and he's really good. Though this season I don't think that he has gone ahead to obviously get to the party that we know, but he's really trying to get there in there, because even the entire Arsenal team is really struggling and they're really trying to get where they deserve to be. So he's going to be competing with Ryan Gravenberch. Obviously last season Gravenberch struggled to get to the team of Liverpool, but Ancelotti looks like he knows him better, and he was like knowing what he can put on the table. Even when he was still at the side of Ajax, Bayern Munich has been following up on him. And in his debut season, again with the manager known as Ancelotti, I think Gravenberch has gone ahead, obviously, supersede any CDM in the Premier League. And this is where I pick Gravenberch over Thomas Partey. You might not agree with me, but look at what this guy has gone ahead to offer. I think I go with him ahead of Thomas Partey. Now let's go to the other midfielder, Declan Rice and McAllister. You know, Declan Rice has thrived as a number 8 in the league for some time, especially when he's playing for Arsenal. Remember, when he was playing at West Ham, he used to be played as a CDM. At Arsenal, at the beginning of the season, he played as a CDM, and then they found it not okay playing him as a CDM, and they started playing him as number 8, with Jorginho playing as a number 6, all Thomas Partey being played as a number 6 alongside him. Now, McAllister, he had a very good debut season at Liverpool, but this season, I don't think so that he's really played so much football, and he has put out so much evidence to really get Declan Rice out of this combined 11. I go with Declan Rice. That is it. I go with Declan Rice into this combined 11 for the club of Arsenal versus Liverpool. So that is my combined 11. And we go to the other position where Odegaard would have gone to be played, but he's really out, meaning that he's out. And I tell you, if Odegaard was here, no one would have gone to contend for that number 10 position. I tell you, in any combined 11 I'm going to do when Odegaard is back, whether it's Manchester United that I support, obviously Odegaard is the best number 10 in the Premier League. You know, it's proven with facts. It's even proven with the eye test. That is the man we call Martin Odegaard. But now we are going to be having Trossard versus Szoboszlai, and Trossard has been really playing badly in the recent games, right? And I think Szoboszlai has raised the bar so high that it's hard for you to even think about dropping him. You get, so Szoboszlai, I think he comes in through to play as a number 10, or to complete my midfield 3 in the combined 11. Now, after adding more 3 players out of the 8, Liverpool has how many? Liverpool has 1, 2, 3, 4. Even Arsenal has 4. So it's like they're drawing at this juncture, but we know, dealing with odd numbers, there is a team that is really going to get in more and more players into the mix. Now, we go to the most contentious position that very many Arsenal fans are really going to come out and say, Rokani, Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans are really going to be like, why have you done that? Why have you done that? It's the right forward position. Now, I'm going to rely on their stats this season, right? That's where I'm going to really rely my judgment on who comes into this position to play as a right forward. Now, let's start up with Bukayo Saka. 7 Premier League games, 2 goals and 7 assists. You get? Then, Mohamed Salah, 8 Premier League games, 5 goals and 5 assists. And I tell you what, Saka has been good for the club of Arsenal. He has put in a shift left, right and center. And I think one thing he has gonna to improve on is really putting in those assists. And out of those 7 assists, I think 3 or 4 are from set pieces, and he has gonna to improve that a lot. And if you're having a player like Saka averaging an assist in every 3 or 4 set pieces that he delivers, that means Arsenal is building onto a very strong side that will see itself putting in a shift of the players, a shift of really creating chances through set pieces, and they really have some good headers of the ball like Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Declan Rice, and very many others. And Mikel Merino even, I think, is really going to be taking part into those duels of the set pieces, and he's really going to come up and obviously represent to the fullest. So I love Bukayo Saka, and I think I've been one of those people that have been really very, very, very praiseful of him and what he has gone ahead obviously put out onto the field of play. But as it stands right now, I believe that it's all about this guy. I go with Mohamed Salah ahead of Bukayo Saka. Though Saka reported to the team hotel yesterday and is part of the squad that is really going to be playing against Liverpool. That is Bukayo Saka for you. On the left, there is Diaz for the side of Liverpool, and Arsenal front Martinelli. Martinelli has just gone ahead obviously kickstart off like his season, like in performances, because in the recent 3-4 games, Martinelli has been on fire. But this guy, Luis Diaz, this season, he's really doing what we call the unseen before. Last season, he was really struggling, but this season, under Ancelotti, he has found himself in proposition. 8 games, 5 goals in the Premier League, and 1 assist. And he's one of those players that is really going to give Benjamin White today some hard time. So, for me, I go with Diaz onto the left side. That is it. And leading the line, Diego Jota is out. They're having Darwin Núñez leading the line, and Arsenal is having Kai Havertz. Even if Diego Jota would have gone ahead to be there, I would have gone ahead to go in for Kai Havertz to lead my line in this combined 11. So that's my combined 11. And I tell you what, it's really something great for us to obviously come up with such a combined 11. I know it's really opinionated by me, and I'm calling in for your reactions into the comment section below about the opinions you really have about it. I know you cannot all agree with me, but the reason as to why I've gone ahead to give Kai Havertz to lead the line, 8 games, 4 goals, and 1 assist into the Premier League, and looks like he's not really stopping. Now, the manager is what we're really going to be talking about. The manager for this. Now, the manager, right? Arteta versus Ancelotti. I know Ancelotti is going to come in and really do a very good job, but obviously I'll go with Mikel Arteta over Ancelotti. That is it. I choose Mikel Arteta over Ancelotti. Now, that team has how many Arsenal players? Raya, Kai Havertz, Rice, White, and Gabriel Magalhaes. They're having 5 players, Arsenal. Then Liverpool, they're having Virgil van Dijk. Then there is this guy, Robertson, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Diaz, and a player called Mohamed Salah. So Liverpool has 6 players, Arsenal has 5. It's a 6-5 split, and I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about this combined 11. I'm going to be returning with some story about Bukayo Saka, and I think for that we'll stream live and see how things are really going to be panning out. But we are also going to be heading to the United Matters channel to obviously do something concerning Man United versus West Ham, because in some 35 minutes the lineups are really going to be dropping. Bye-bye.